27th of 2013, 70-67 in Smithfield. That'll do it for the Navigant Credit Union pregame show. Stay tuned when we come back. We'll have tonight's starting lineups and the play-by-play. It's Brown and Bryant, and it comes your way next from Learfield. This is Brown Bears basketball. Welcome you back to Brown University's Pizzatola Sports Center. It is Brown and Bryant set to square off on the hardwood tonight. And it is time right now for tonight's starting lineups. We'll start with the visitors from Bryant University. They will go with a three-guard lineup of Ikenna Nudoba, Nezre Zuzwa, and Adam Grant. Nudoba, a 6-foot freshman from Boston, Massachusetts, averaging 6 points and a team-leading 5 assists per game. Zuzwa is the team's leading scorer, averaging 22 per game, the 6'2 sophomore from Brockton, Massachusetts. Adam Grant is a 6'1 freshman from Franklin, Virginia, averaging just under 16 points per game, and he is shooting 51% from beyond the three-point arc. Up front, they'll go with Marcel Petway and Sebastian Towns. Petway, a 6'5 sophomore from North Providence, Rhode Island, averaging 6 points and 5 rebounds per game. And Towns, a 6'5 freshman from Chesapeake, Virginia, averaging 8 points and 3 rebounds per game. Tim O'Shea is the 8th-year head coach of the Bryant Bulldogs, assisted by former Brown head coach Frank Happy Dobbs, Chris Burns, and Frankie Dobbs, the son of Happy Dobbs. Bryant comes in with a record of 2-4 on the season. They have yet to play a game this year in the Northeast Conference. For the Brown Bears, they'll go with the same starting lineup they have used in the first 6 games of the season. Tavon Blackman, Brandon Anderson, and Obi Akoli in the backcourt. Blackman is a 6-foot senior from Upper Marlboro, Maryland, averaging 11 points and 4 assists per contest, coming off a season-high 20 in the win over Morgan State Wednesday night. Brandon Anderson is a 6'1 freshman from Mahwah, New Jersey. He had a career-best 16 points in the loss to Rhode Island a couple of weeks ago. Obi Akoli is a 6'5 sophomore from Ajax, Ontario, averaging 9 points and 3 rebounds per game. The forwards are Josh Howard and Stephen Spieth. Howard, a 6'6 freshman from Charlotte, North Carolina, scored a career-best 20 in the win over Morgan State on Wednesday. And Spieth, the 6'6 senior from Dallas, Texas, leads the team with 19.7 points, 7.3 rebounds, and 4.7 assists per game. Mike Martin, Brown class of 2004, in his 5th season as head coach of the Bears, assisted by TJ Sorrentine, Tyler Sims, and John Lenahan. The Bears come in with a record of 2-4 on the season, and they have also yet to play a conference game thus far in the Ivy League. Tonight's officials, Dwayne Gladden, Jeffrey Anderson, and Bill McCarthy. Bears in the home white uniforms with the brown numerals and the red trim, and Bryant in the road black uniforms with the white numerals and the gold trim. Brown will be heading basket to our right, or a left to right on your radio dial to start things off, and we are just about set to get underway here from the Pizzatola Sports Center. It'll be Josh Howard taking the opening tap for Brown, and Marcel Petway taking the jump for Bryant. Howard giving up 50 pounds in this matchup. Petway weighs in at 250, Howard at 200 pounds.
Big boy.
And the opening tap is controlled by Petway and Bryant, and we are underway.
You can control the tap on the way up. It's easy to control the tap.
That's right. Bears open up in the man-to-man defense. Here with the basketball up top is Zuzwa. Zuzwa guarded by Akoli, gives it up on the left wing to Nudoba. He dribbles it out top, guarded by Blackman. Swinging on the left-hand side to Grant. Grant pumps it down low to Towns. Towns tried to pass it down low, but it was deflected and stolen away by Stephen Spieth. And now Tavon Blackman brings it back the other way, finds Akoli on the left wing. Akoli whips it up top to Howard, who swings it on the right side to Tavon Blackman. Bryant opens up in a 2-3 zone defense. Howard top of the key, pass it right side to Blackman, baseline on the right, go to Akoli. Back up top it goes to Spieth, right side, Tavon's gonna try the 3, it's good. The same way he started the game against Morgan State, Tavon Blackman drains the 3, and the Bears take a 3-0 lead.
It's his 5th straight 3, didn't miss any against Morgan State, another assist for Spieth right there.
Here's Adam Grant with the basketball, guarded by Brandon Anderson. Now he gives it up to Sebastian Towns. On the right side, here's Zuzwa. Long 3 for Zuzwa off the mark, and the rebound goes long into the corner. Josh Howard saves it to Tavon Blackman. In the front court, they go to Spieth. Spieth dribbles on the left wing. Now gets it to Tavon Blackman. He takes it right to the hoop. Missed the left-hand lay-in. Rebounded by Sebastian Towns. And Bryant turns it over, but they're going to say it was poked out of bounds. Last touch by the Bears, Josh Howard. It'll be Bryant ball from the side. And Grant gets it into the backcourt to Nudoba. Nudoba gets it up top to Towns. Towns dribbles once to his right, guarded closely by Spieth. Now he gives it up to Nudoba. Nudoba dribbles off the ball screen to the right. Passes it up top to Grant. Long three straight away is off the back of the rim, no good. Long rebound to Brandon Anderson of the Bears.
Well, Grant, you pointed out he's shooting 52% on the year from three. Missed his first one.
17 of 33, now 17 of 34, at an even 50% on the year. Blackman's pass on the left is kicked out of bounds by Nudoba. It'll be Brown ball on the side in front of the Bryant bench, and Bulldogs head coach Tim O'Shea. O'Shea, before coming to Bryant, was the head coach at Ohio University in the MAC. Of course, the Bears played the Bobcats in postseason play out in Athens, Ohio. Big game for Damon Huffman. Bears get it down low to Josh Howard for an easy lay-in.
Yeah, Huffman had the 39, had what, Scott, 8 threes?
Yeah.
And that was Tim's next to last game, I think, at Ohio.
Spring of 2008, was it not, I believe?
Yeah.
5-0, Bears on top, 17:45 to go here in the opening half. Grant gives it up on the left side to Zuzwa for a three, no good. They say Brandon Anderson got him on the arm, so it's going to be 3 free throws coming up for Nezre Zuzwa. First foul on Anderson, first foul on the Bears tonight. And Zuzwa, a 75% free throw shooter, will go to the stripe to shoot 3 for the Bulldogs. Zuzwa, the sophomore from, again, nearby Brockton, Massachusetts. He drains the first one.
He scores inside, he scores outside, he gets the line. Pretty versatile scorer, Scott.
Had a career best 30 against Louisiana Monroe this year.
Yep.
As he knocks down the second one. One more for Nezre Zuzwa. And that one is also good. So 3 free throws gets the Bulldogs and Zuzwa on the board. It is 5-3 Brown, and some 1-2-2 full court pressure being applied by the Bulldogs. Bears break it. Anderson gets fouled from behind, and they're going to get Nudoba for his first personal. First on the Bulldogs tonight. Obiakoli will toss it in from the right side. Finds Tavon Blackman near midcourt. Tavon passes it, free throw line to Spieth, right side corner, Okoli. Okoli had it poked out of his hands and out of bounds by Zuzwa. It'll be Brown ball underneath. 23 on the shot clock for the Bears. Blackman to toss it in. Tavon gets it into Brandon Anderson. Up top they go to Spieth. Spieth passed it right side, but Brandon Anderson had vacated that spot, so it's a turnover on the Bears. (5-3) Brown on top by 2 over Bryant with 17 minutes and 17 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Grant for 3, short, rebound. Josh Howard, outlet to Tavon Blackman. Blackman doesn't have the number, still takes it in and gets tripped on his way to the bucket.
He had Howard trailing too. Howard grabbed that rebound and he was sprinting down the floor. Tavon go to the line.
Marcel Petway gets called for the foul. They say it was not a shooting foul,
What?
so they're going to give the Bears the ball underneath. Petway picks up his first, Bryant's second team foul. Tavon to toss it in, and he gets it into Anderson near midcourt. Brandon dribbles left in front of the scorer's table, up top to Howard, swing it right to Blackman. Tavon, bounce pass to Okoli. He pumps, goes reverse, lays it up and in.
The pump fake, use the glass.
Obiakoli's first bucket of the night puts the Bears up by 4, 7-3 Brown. Bears in the man-to-man defense. Nudoba gives it up to Towns, back to Nudoba. Now here's Petway. Petway on the left side to Grant. Grant dribbles to the left elbow, steps back, now fires it up top to Zuzwa. Zuzwa dribbles in the paint, tried to dish it down low, but turns it over. Howard got it.
He got fouled.
And now he takes it and gets it to Spieth in the forecourt. Spieth, left side, Okoli, 3, no good. Rebound, Grant. Grant back the other way for Bryant. Dribbles to the top of the key to the left side. Hands it off there to Nudoba. Nudoba fires it down low, and the easy lay-in for Marcel Petway. 7-5, Brown's lead is 2. Just under 4 minutes into this game. Anderson swing it left side to Blackman. Blackman in the corner to Okoli. Okoli dribbles baseline, bounce to Josh Howard. He got bumped and lost the handle, and the Bears turned it over. Zuzwe back the other way. Passes to Nudoba, bounce it down low, and it goes out of bounds off the Bears. It'll be Bryant ball underneath when we come back. 15:51 to go first half. It is Brown 7 and Bryant 5 from Learfield. This is Brown Bears basketball. Twice as well.
Thank you.
Bears come back out onto the floor with the 4 of their starting 5. Corey Doherty replaces Brandon Anderson on the floor.
Corey seems to early action here in the first half off his performance against Morgan State last Wednesday.
Bryant brings out its starting 5. Get it in to Sebastian Towns. Up top they go to Nudoba. Nudoba fires it down low to Towns, who's left alone for an easy lay-in. Sebastian Towns ties the game at 7 for Bryant. 15:38 to go here in the opening half. Here's Doherty, pass it up top to Spieth, the right side to Tavon Blackman. Blackman dribbles to the top of the key, fires to Doherty on the left for 3, and Corey misses it. Rebound, Josh Howard. Howard, couple of bounces, and is tied up by Towns and is fouled by Towns as well. Tim O'Shea saying, I thought he had all ball.
Bumped him underneath, I think, Scott.
He's gotten bumped a couple times tonight already, and that time they called it.
Well, he's going to get bumped between there's Spieth. He got fouled. No call. Slayed it in. Pretty feed from Tavon.
Spieth's first bucket puts the Bears back up by 2, 9-7. 15:15 to go first half. Here's Grant with the basketball, dribbles right off the screen, picked up on the switch by Howard. Get it out to Petway. Cross-court pass on the left to Nudoba. Nudoba fires to the free throw line into the hands of Petway. Petway takes it in the paint, misses the 10-foot jumper, rebounded by Doherty. Here comes Corey back the other way, fires to Spieth on the left wing. Steven. Cross-court pass is stolen away by Zuzwa. Zuzwa takes it in on Okoli. Looked like he traveled. He did. Before he got rid of the basketball, shuffled those feet.
Good position by Obi.
And now a couple of Bryant substitutes check into the game. Hunter Ware, a 6'3" junior guard from Powder Springs, Georgia. And also into the game is number 20, Gus Riley, a 6'8" junior from Nelson, New Zealand.
Ware had 15 against the Bears last year.
Here's Okoli with the basketball for the Bears. Gets it left elbow, Spieth, turnaround jumper. Steven, no good. Rebound, Marcel Petway for Bryant. And now Nudoba brings it up the floor for the Bulldogs. Gets it up top to Petway, swing it on the left-hand side to Ware. Ware dribbles in the paint and loses the ball out of bounds. Got bumped by Josh Howard, but no call. They just call it a turnover on the Bulldogs.
Wow. Home cooking. Tim O'Shea's like giving the hack signal.
14 minutes, 17 seconds to go. Opening half. Brown 9, Bryant 7. Doherty dribbles on the right wing, bounce it down low to Howard. Howard goes baseline reverse and lays it in for 2.
Sweet move under control with the right hand. Use the rim to ward off the defender.
4 points for the freshman Josh Howard. 11-7, Brown by 4. And they're going to get a reach-in foul called here on the Bears. It is going to be called on Josh Howard, his first, Brown's second team foul. And the Bulldogs will toss it in from underneath their own bucket. They get it in up top to Zuzwa. Zuzwa guarded by Doherty away from the basket, gives it up on the left side to Nudoba. Back up top, Zuzwa, long 3, no good. And the offensive rebound by Gus Riley. Now Nudoba has it. Nudoba gets it to Riley, pops out up top. Riley back on the left side to Nudoba. Nudoba, one dribble, fires it up top. Here's Zuzwa. Now on the right side, Riley's going to try the 3. No good. Rebound, Obi Okoli. Okoli in the front court to Spieth. Spieth takes it in, bounces baseline to Doherty, get it out to Blackman. Tavon trying to penetrate, gets grabbed on his way to the bucket. And that one's going to be called on Hunter Ware, his first, Bryant's 4th team foul of the half. Sophomore Travis Fuller checks into the Brown lineup for his first action of the night, replacing freshman Josh Howard. Fuller with 4 points, check that, 7 points against Morgan State Wednesday night. Blackman to toss it in from underneath, finds Spieth in the right corner. Spieth takes it baseline. Nice bounce path to Fuller for the lay-in.
Another assist from Spieth. He's got great eyes.
13-7, Brown by 6. 13 minutes, 12 seconds to go here in the first half. Here's Grant with the basketball, passes it up top to Sebastian Towns. He whips it on the left-hand side to Ware. Ware gives it up to Zuzwa. Up top they go to Riley. Riley gives it to Grant. Grant pull up from 16, no good. Rebound Obiakole. And the outlet to Tavon Blackman. Tavon dribbles up the floor. Dribbles down the middle. Passes left corner to Doherty for 3. It's no good, but he's fouled on the play. And Corey will shoot 3. Hunter Ware just picked up his second personal. It is Bryant's 5th team foul. And 3 free throws coming up for Corey Doherty. Rare to see a person shooting from 3 get fouled. We've seen it happen twice tonight.
Already.
In the first 7 minutes of this game. Doherty's first free throw on the way, and it is good. Corey now 5 for 6 on the season from the stripe.
Scott, do you like his form, his release, his follow through?
Simple.
Okay, I do too.
There's a guy that spent a lot of times shooting
Look
free
at that.
throws in his driveway.
Look at that.
Number 12, J.R. Hobby.
Second free throw also good for Corey Doherty. J.R. Hobby will check into the Brown lineup, giving Tavon Blackman a rest.
Speaking of form, release, and follow through, JR can do it.
Yes, he can. One more free throw for Doherty to try to give the Bears an 8-point lead. Check that, a 9-point lead. And he does. 3 for 3 for Corey from the free throw line. It is 16-7 Brown, 12:45 to go first half.
9-0 run for the Bears here.
Here is Nudoba, gets it in the high post to Sebastian Towns. Towns holds the basketball left of the key, guarded by Spieth. Now he gives it up to Nudoba. Nudoba dribbles on the left wing. Now his pass is deflected, but into the hands of Zuzwa. Zuzwa gets it to Towns, posting up on Spieth. He goes underneath Steven, missed the lay-in, rebounded by Fuller, who gets fouled on the play.
16 falls on Bryant.
And Towns picks up his second. That is the 16th foul on the Bulldogs. It brings Marcel Petway off the Bulldog bench and into the lineup for Sebastian Towns.
They just saw Fuller above the rim on the replay grabbing that.
And now Boshko Kostier comes into the game as well. He is a 6'7" junior from Melbourne, Australia. For the Bryant Bulldogs, 16-7, Brown by 9 with the basketball. Doherty gets it to Spieth, left of the key. Spieth in the corner to JR for 3, doesn't go. Weak side rebound, Zuzwa. Good no-look pass there by Spieth. Here's Nudoba, pass it up top to Petway on the left side with the basketball. It's Zuzwa, back up to Petway, now on the right side. Here's Grant. Grant dribble penetration, runner no good. They say he got bumped on the way to the bucket. And that's going to be on J.R. Hobby, his first, Brown's 3rd team foul. 2 free throws for the Bulldogs, and we come back. 11:58 to go first half. Brown 16 and Bryant 7 from Learfield. This is Brown Bears basketball. Yeah.
2 great people.
Oh, 2 people that have given their blood, sweat, and tears to this university and have helped so many student athletes.
Frank kept me going for about 35 years, and Russ has the last 15. He's got 20 left. He's got to take care of me. I'm serious. Frank was fabulous, and Russ to take care of all my ailments.
Adam Grant at the free throw line to shoot 2 for the Bulldogs. His first one on the way is short. Grant 71% from the line coming into this game. Bryant struggling from the field so far, just 2 of 10 shooting at 20%. The Bears 6 of 11 at 54%. Grant gets the ball for his second free throw, and that one is good. 16-8, Brown's lead is 8. And Doherty will bring the ball up the floor for Brown. Across the timeline into the forecourt, gives it up high post to Travis Fuller. Fuller one bounce, hands it to Okoli. Okoli gets it Doherty right of the key. Back to Okoli on the left. Okoli dribbles, pulls up from about 13 and hits it.
I love that move. Just under control, a little lean back just a little bit from 13 feet.
14 points for Okoli. 4 points, excuse me. 18-8. Bears lead by 10. Just under 11 and a half to go in the first half. Here's Nudoba for Bryant. Pass it on the left side to Grant, up top to Nudoba.
They're trying to get it to Coster, and Corey Doherty wouldn't let him. Did you just see him? He held him off for 15 seconds.
Wow.
The big guy came outside.
Talk about a mismatch.
And now he
Inside,
stole the
Doherty
ball.
comes up with a
And he
steal.
stole it. Oh!
Spieth back the other way, gets it to Doherty in the corner to Okoli, back to Corey, up top to Stevens. Swing it left side to J.R. Hobby. Hobby up top to Okoli. Okoli crossover dribble to the elbow. Now he gets it to Speed. Dribble penetration. Steven is grabbed by Nudoba. And that is Ikenna Nudoba's second foul. And that is the 17th foul on Bryant with 10:55 to go in the half. Meaning 1-1 for Steven Spieth and the Brown Bears.
Corey Doherty held the 6'7", 215-pound Bosco Coster away from that pass for 15 seconds just with his quick feet and strength. And then stole the ball.
Well, we talked about it, Russ. The front end of the 1-1, no good for Spieth, an 88% free throw shooter. We talked about Doherty's energy on the defensive end of the floor being a turning point in that Morgan State game, and he's provided that same type of energy here tonight off the bench.
God, he energized the crowd, let alone you and me. Up 3.
And now Zuzwa hits his first 3 of the night. He has 6. It is 18-11. Brown's lead is 7. Here's Spieth to the basketball. Dribbles to the top of the key down the right side of the lane. Gets it out to Doherty. He tries the 3. It's no good. Rebound tipped out by Spieth to J.R. Hobby. Now to Spieth. In the corner to Doherty. Back to Steven. Fakes, goes right by his man and gets blocked on his way to the bucket.
Spieth avoids the offensive foul by just sliding slightly to the right. If he went right to the hoop, it's his foul.
Petway is the 4th Bryant player with 2 fouls as he picks up his second, sending Steven Spieth to the line to shoot 2. Spieth 88% on the season coming in, 0 for 1 from the line tonight. And Steven's first free throw on the way is good. Tavon Blackman and Patrick Triplett check into the Bears lineup. Obi Okoli and Corey Doherty take a seat on the Brown bench. And Spieth knocks both free throws down. He has 4 points. Also has 1 rebound and 3 assists. 20-11, Brown by 9. We are midway through the opening half here at Brown University, and the Bears lead the Bryant Bulldogs 20-11. Down low with the basketball, Castier, and put up and in for 2. 20-13, Bears lead is 7, and JR has it poked loose by Zuzwa. He goes length of the court and lays it in. 8 points for Zuzwa, 20-15. Brown's lead is 5. Here's Blackman, dribbles left off the Fuller screen, takes it right to the basket, got fouled on his way up, and it goes out of bounds off of the Bulldogs. Tavon beat his man, Taylor McHugh, to the bucket, but he had it stripped out of his hands, out of bounds.
Yeah, no weak side help by Bryant on that drive by Tavon.
Hunter Ware will check back into the Bryant lineup, replacing Taylor McHugh. Blackman to throw it in from underneath, gets it to Hobby for a left side 3. JR knocks it down.
Assist, Tavon.
First bucket of the game for JR. He is red hot from 3 this season, just under 50%, 23-15, Bears by 8. Back the other way, Zuzwa shot blocked from behind by Spieth that goes out of bounds off of Fuller. It'll be Bryant basketball underneath. Bulldogs will toss it in from underneath. Adam Grant will throw it in for Bryant. Grant gets it in, and he throws it into the backcourt where Zuzwa chases it down. 13 on the shot clock. Zuzwa brings it across the timeline. Gets it to Grant on the left side. Grant dribbles to the top of the key. Down the middle of the lane. Left-hand scoop shot no good. Rebound tipped. And it is controlled by Travis Fuller. Fuller gets it to Spieth. Spieth in the front court to Tavon Blackman. Blackman trying to take it by his man, and he is blocked by Castier, who picks up his first foul. That is the 9th Bryant foul of the half.
Tavon patent that kind of head and shoulder fake, stop and go, or it just seems that way.
No, I would agree. We've seen that a lot in Tavon's 4 years. And, you know, Tavon, that was a heads-up play. He sensed that he had the quickness to beat Castier.
Yeah.
So he said, I'm going to take it right at him. 23-15, Brown by 8. Blackman with 2 free throws. 83% on the season from the stripe for Tavon, and he hits the front end of the 1-1. 4 points for Blackman tonight. One more free throw for Blackman. Couple of bounces, bends the knees, eyes the rim, lets it fly, and he makes them both. 5 for Blackman and a 10-point Brown lead, 25-15 over Bryant. 8 minutes, 47 seconds to go in the opening half.
Matches their biggest lead.
Bears pressuring, full court, 2-2-1. Now they back off in the man-to-man defense, and they get a reach-in foul called on Tavon Blackman, his first foul. Brown's 4th team foul of the half. Bulldogs will throw it in from the side, in front of the scorer's table. Hunter Weir to throw it in for Bryant. And he gets it into the backcourt to Nezre Zuzwa.
Chris Sullivan, he's stalking.
Bears look like they're going to drop in the 1-3-1 zone defense with Sullivan chasing out top.
Look at him.
They do. Here's Weir with the basketball, and they force a turnover. That 1-3-1 defense has really paid dividends for the Bears early this season, hasn't it?
In several games, Scott, yes.
It's reminiscent to the 1-3-1 this team played and this program played under Craig Robinson with Marcus Becker at the top.
Yeah. How quick was Marcus? But he's got Chris Sullivan chasing out there. Corey also. 2 guys that get after it.
Here's Spieth with the basketball. Left side to Sullivan. Chris fires the 3. Off the back of the rim, too strong. Rebound and a foul on either Sullivan or Triplett. They're going to get Patrick for his first. That is the 15th foul on the Bears. And Bryant will toss it in from the side. Just over 8 minutes to go, first half. Brown 25 and Bryant 15. Bears in the man-to-man defense. They get it down low. Bryant does on the baseline to Sebastian Towns. Towns finds a cutting teammate, Hunter Weir, who lays it in for 2. 25-17. Brown's lead is 8. Fuller dribbles to the top of the key, fires to Blackman on the right. Tavon passes left side to Chris Sullivan. Back on the right, it goes to Blackman. Down low, they go to Fuller. Fuller double team, gives it up cross court to Sullivan. Finds Spieth at the elbow, dribbles and dishes to Fuller for the lay-in, and he's fouled.
Spieth, a clever pass. It looked as though he didn't know what he was doing, Scott, but he got it there.
Wow. Timeout on the floor, 7:33 to go in the opening half. It is Brown 27 to Bryant 17 from Learfield. This is Brown Bears basketball by Stephen Spieth. You know, we talked about how the Bears are a small team this year. One of the advantages of playing small is they have a great passing forward or passing big man in Stephen Spieth.
Yeah, Scott, I agree. He's like a point forward, even better than a point forward. Just as
mind your bird a little, the way he facilitates.
Finds people.
Yeah.
Sees. He has got vision and the ability to get it to people.
And Travis Fuller knocks down the free throw. He has 5 points, and Travis, I checked that, Stephen Spieth will be replaced in the lineup by Josh Howard.
Does Stephen have now 4 assists, Scott?
Stephen Spieth does have 4 assists. 4 points, 4 assists, 1 rebound. 28-17, Brown's 11-point lead is its largest of the night with 7:24 to go in a half. And Josh Howard, active on the defensive end, knocks the Zuzwa pass out of bounds.
Well, Josh long and lean out away from the basket. He's got Travis inside. Good placement on defense by Mike Martin.
Bears in that 1-3-1 zone defense. Bryant gives it up on the right side to Ware. Ware gives it back up top to Nudoba. He dribbles to the free throw line. Right side pass to Ware for 3. It's no good. Rebound tipped by Fuller. And a loose ball on the floor. And Sullivan dives to the court for it and keeps it alive to Fuller. And now it's Tavon Blackman who dribbles up the right side of the floor. Blackman dribbles to the center of the court. Down the middle of the lane. Finds Sullivan on the left for 3. It's no good. And they're going to call Fuller for going over the back.
Well, hustle points for Chris Sullivan. Hitting the floor court with the ball, rolling, not traveling with the basketball, and getting it to Spieth.
Wouldn't have been nice if he drained that 3, getting rewarded on the other end for his great effort on the defensive end of the floor. Sullivan is going to harass Nudoba as he brings it up the floor for Bryant. Bears in the man-to-man. 28-17, they lead Bryant, 6:40 to go in the half. Grant, dribble penetration off the window, too strong. Weak side rebound, Petway blocked by Fuller, and Sullivan comes up with a loose ball. Chris gets it to Tavon on the left side of the floor. Blackman dribbles to the left of the key, passes on the baseline to Travis Fuller. Fuller, cross-court pass to Sullivan, now to Tavon, up top for three. Blackman, no good, and the rebound pulled down by Towns. And now Tim O'Shea wants a timeout, as I'm not sure if Petway had something happen. They get poked in the eye or something?
Yeah, I don't think that was a timeout charge to Bryant.
Okay.
I think
you're right.
got Petway out of the game for some reason or other. He was tired.
He's being attended to now by the Bryant trainer. 28-17, Brown by 11 as we approach 6 minutes to play here in the first half at Brown. Here's Grant with the basketball, gives it up on the right side. Zuzwa's three, the rainbow is good.
Almost touched the ceiling on that.
He has 11 first half points, 28-20. Brown's lead trimmed to 8. Here's Doherty, right side pass to Blackman. Bounce it down low to Howard, who goes reverse for two.
He hung in the air, felt that the Bryant defender might block that shot, and then laid it in with his left hand.
30-20, Brown by 10. Here's a long three by Zuzwa, and he is feeling it now. Zuzwa with 14 points. Bryant down by 7. 30-23 Brown. Here's Tavon Blackman. Cross-court pass to Doherty on the left, up top to Howard, swing it right to Blackman. Down low on the baseline, Okole has it. Obi, left-hand dribble, pass it up top to Blackman, back on the right to Obi. His three is in and out, and the rebound out of bounds. Last touch by Travis Fuller and the Bears. That'll be Bryant basketball. Steven Spieth comes off the Brown bench, replacing Travis in the Bears lineup with 5:09 to go in the opening half, and the Bears up by 7.
Zeus was just plain dangerous, Scott.
How about Travis Fuller, though? Again, making the most of his minutes.
Yeah.
5 points and 2 rebounds.
Block shot.
30-23, Brown by 7. Bryant with the basketball. Here's Nudoba, dribbles in the right corner, gets it to Zuzwa for 3. He hit 2 from that same spot, and that one misses and goes out of bounds to the Bears.
If he made that shot, they had to turn the lights out in this place. That was a tough shot on the run, fading into the Brown bench, a 3. And drifting, fading, and right in front of the Brown bench.
He's a good-looking player, isn't he? Only
Sure
a
is.
sophomore.
Yeah.
Here is Corey Doherty for the Bears. Pass it left side to Obi Okole on the baseline to Howard. Howard double team, loses it, but Spieth there to pick it up, and he goes up, missed the shot. And on the rebound, we're going to get a foul on Spieth.
What?
Say he used his forearm to clear some space. That's what the official indicated.
Behind the
He's a senior
champion.
playing at home, so he should never make that call, even if he did it.
That's a 17th
Scott,
foul on the Bears.
I didn't
1-1
show it.
for Bryant down the other end. Did you see it?
No, I didn't see it because it didn't happen. No.
Sebastian Towns, a 60% free throw shooter for the Bulldogs, to the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1. Towns' first free throw on the way is good. Towns, 6'5", 240 pounds. A freshman out of Chesapeake, Virginia. Second one on the way is also good for Sebastian Towns. He has 4, and Bryant trails by 5, 30-25. Brown with the basketball and the 5-point lead. 4.5 to go first half. Spieth at the free throw line for the Bears, gets it back to Okole. Right of the key 3 for Obi is no good. He gets knocked to the floor, no call. Rebound pulled down by Zuzwa. Zuzwa back the other way for Bryant. Gives it up on the right side to Castier. Castier gets it on the right side to Grant. Grant dribbles to the hoop, puts it up and in, and gets fouled on the play. We're going to get Doherty for the foul, and a chance at a 3-point play for Bryant's Adam Grant. And all of a sudden, Bryant, which was down 11 points moments ago, has a chance to cut the lead to 2. Grant, 71% free throw shooter, 1 for 2 tonight. Make it 2 for 3 as he knocks it down. He has 4 points. Into the Bryant lineup, Taylor McHugh replacing Nudoba. Brown's lead is 2, 30-28. Here's Tavon Blackman, brings the ball up the floor for the Bears. Pass it right side to Obi Okole. Okoli gets it up top to Howard. Swing it left to Spieth. Spieth gets it on the baseline to Okoli. Now to JR. Left side three for Hobby is good.
He used 2 picks to get there. Howard set a pick at the top of the key, and then Spieth set a pick.
33-28. Bears increase their lead to 5. Back the other way. Strong move to the hoop for Adam Grant, and he hits the bucket, and Mike Martin calls a timeout, unhappy with his team's defense. 3:46 to go here in the opening half. It is Brown 33 and Bryant 30. We'll take a break from Learfield. This is Brown Bears basketball. A little bit now, 11 of 23 at 48%. Brown also led the battle of the boards for most of the first half. They now trail by 1. 14 rebounds for Bryant, 13 for the Bears. Here's Tavon Blackman. Gets it on the left side to Hobby. Back to Tavon. Dribbles up top off the speed screen. Finds Steven on the left wing. Gets in the high post to Howard. Now to Blackman on the right side. Tavon up top to Spieth. Back to Blackman on the right. 12 in the shot clock. Blackman finds Hobby in the corner. They go, and it's tipped out of bounds by Bryant with 8 on the shot clock. Tavon will throw it in from in front of the Bulldogs bench. Again, 8 seconds on the shot clock for the Bears. Bears stack it up. They get it into Spieth. Spieth. Oh, try to get it down low to Hobby, but the pass goes underneath. Try to get it down low to Howard, excuse me. Goes between Josh's legs and out of bounds. Turnover on Brown. That is their 6th of the half. Bryant has also turned it over 6 times tonight. So Bryant with a chance to pull to within 1 or tie on this possession. It is 33-30 Brown. 3 minutes, 12 seconds to go in the first half. Here's a long jumper from the right side, and Grant knocks it down. That's a long 2-pointer. It is 33-32 Bears. Howard gets it to Hobby on the left. Hobby, 1 dribble, cross-court pass to Blackman, who finds Spieth. Back out to Hobby for a long 3. It's good. 3 first half threes for J.R. Hobby. He has 9, and the Bears lead by 4, 36-32. 2 minutes, 43 seconds to go in the half. Here's a pull-up jumper from the right by Adam Grant, and he's now feeling it for the Bulldogs. Grant with 10 first half points. Here's Hobby. Dribbles on the left wing. Gets it to Spieth. Spieth calling for Tavon, and now he passes to Blackman. Cross court to Hobby. In the corner to Okoli. Pull-up jumper from 16. Obi too strong. Weak side rebound, Zuzwa. Zuzwa back the other way for Bryant. Drop pass to Grant for 3. It's short. Rebound, J.R. Hobby. 2:10 to go in the opening half. Bears by 2 over Bryant, 36-34. Here's Hobby on the left, up top to Spieth. Spieth fakes the 3, loses the handle, now regains control. Spieth passes it up on the right to Tavon, splits the Bulldog defense, bounce pass to Spieth for an easy layup.
Nice drop pass by Tavon Blackman.
6 points for Steven, nice assist for Blackman, 38-34. Bears back up by 4, minute 45 to go in the half. Here's Adam Grant with the basketball. Dribbles on the right wing, passes it up top to Castier. Down low, they go to Towns. He misses the shot, but gets fouled by Spieth, who picks up his 2nd. 9th team foul on the Bears here in the first half.
60% foul shooter, Scott.
Sebastian Towns, 2 for 2 from the line tonight. Make it 3 for 3. The big fellow with 5 points for the Bulldogs. Spieth and Hobby go to the Brown bench. Doherty and Fuller check in for Brown. 1 more free throw for Sebastian Towns. And that one is no good. The rebound, Obi Okoli. 38-35, Brown by 3 with the basketball. Minute and a half to go in the first half here at Brown's Pizzatola Sports Center. Doherty dribbles it up top, finds Fuller in the paint. He dribbles to the left elbow, gets it up top to Doherty. Dribbles left, passes right, deflected into the hands of Blackman. Back to Doherty on the left. 3 from in front of the Bryant bench is good for Corey Doherty.
Tavon found him.
And a fist pump from Linda Tyler on that one.
Well deserved.
41-35. Bears up by 6. Taking it to the basket strong and laying it in is Castier. He has 4. And the Bears lead is 4. We're under a minute to go in the half. Here's Travis Fuller, top of the key. Pass it left side to Tavon Blackman. Blackman, cross-court pass on the right to Corey Doherty. Doherty gets it in the corner to Okoli. Back to Doherty, up top, Travis Fuller. Fuller, one bounce, now passes it on the left to Tavon Blackman. Blackman whips it cross-court to Doherty. Doherty dribbles to the free throw line, gets it out to Tavon. Back up to Doherty for three, and that one's no good. Fuller with the offensive rebound and put back.
Good position. Established himself inside at a great spot there.
7 for Travis, and the Bears lead is 6, and it looks like Bryant will hold it for the final shot of the half. With the shot clock off, we have 14 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Adam Grant, guarded by Doherty out top. Dribbles to the right, now passes it up top to Castier. They fire it down low to Towns. Towns goes up on Fuller and hits the shot. Bears get it into Blackman, and that'll do it for the first 20 minutes of basketball here at the Pizzatola Sports Center. Our score after 20 is Brown 43 and Bryant 39. We'll take a break. When we come back, our halftime guest will be Bears sophomore guard Shayna Mehta. Brown women's basketball team off to a decent start this season. We'll talk to Shayna about her team when we come back with the Coca-Cola halftime report. It's Brown 43, Bryant 39 at the break from Learfield. This is Brown Bears basketball. Back on the Coca-Cola halftime report at Brown, the Bears lead the Bulldogs by 4, 43-39. A look at the first half numbers. J.R. Hobby led a balanced scoring attack for the Bears with 9 first half points, 7 points, 3 rebounds for Travis Fuller, 6 each for Corey Doherty, Stephen Spieth, and Josh Howard. Spieth also with 5 assists in the first half. 4 points for Obi Okoli, 5 for Tavon Blackman, who also had 6 first half assists. The Bears 15 of 29 from the field at 52%, 5 of 15 from 3 at 33%, and 8 of 9 from the free throw line at 89%. The Bulldogs led by Zuzwa, who had 14 first half points. Adam Grant was next with 10. 7 for Sebastian Towns, 4 for Bosco Castor, and 2 each for Marcel Petway and Hunter Ware. Bryant 14 of 29 shooting, 48%, 3 of 11 from 3 at 27%, 8 of 10 from the free throw line at 80%. We'll take a break. We'll come back with Ivy League scores and second half action between Brown and Bryant in just a moment. From Learfield, this is Brown Bears basketball.
From a health plan, but maybe you should. Learn more at bcbsri.com/care. Blue Cross and Blue Shield of Rhode Island. It takes a team.
We wear the same masks, the same gloves. We put our booties on 1 foot at a time, though most of us refuse to call them booties. At first look, orthopedic surgeons all seem pretty much the same. But then there's University Orthopedics, where we perform hundreds of arthroscopic ACL reconstructions a year. And our sports medicine surgeons are teaching other doctors from around the world the newest and best techniques. No one else is you. No one else is University Orthopedics. In Providence, East Greenwich, and Newport, and at universityorthopedics.com.
Innovex, innovating excellence since 1961, is the official office equipment sponsor for Brown Athletics. They want to wish the Bears the best of luck this year. At Innovex, they're the premier solution to keeping your business powered and efficient. They provide quality multifunction printers, IT services, digital marketing, as well as digital signage that you can check out in the Pizzatola Center and Hockey Rink. They're proud to be a Rhode Island business supporting the local economy. And the Bears, go Brown! Visit Innovex.co, that's INNOVEX.co.
The new Hilton Hilton Garden in Providence is the only waterfront hotel in the city featuring newly renovated rooms, public space, and bar lounge area with outdoor seating and spectacular views of the harbor. With complimentary parking and 12-passenger shuttle to and from Brown University and downtown to the city. Located across the street from India Point, park guests can enjoy walking and biking trails and even a sail in season. When you think of booking your next reservation, consider the Hilton Garden Inn in Providence. Located at 220 India Street. #adventure starts here.
Scott Curtis, your bus time. They're back at Brown, set for second half action to begin. The Bears leading Bryant 43-39. One other Ivy team in action tonight. They are at halftime. Dartmouth trailing by 1 at Longwood, 38-37. We are underway here in the second half. Brown with the basketball to start. Heading basket to our left. Bears come out with their starting 5 minus Brandon Anderson with Corey Doherty. And Doherty shoots the 3, misses. Offensive rebound, Spieth. He gets called for traveling.
Oh my God. Pump fake. Let's see it if we get the replay. Put the ball on the floor, Scott.
Yeah, I don't know.
He did not travel.
Bryant with the basketball now. Their first possession of the second half, and we have an illegal screen that's going to be set, and that is Marcel Petway. His third foul, Bryant's first of the second half.
His third, the team's first.
And Petway will go to the Bryant bench, replaced by Bosco Castier. 43-39, Brown by 4. Doherty on the right wing, dribbles up top, passes left to the key to Okoli, to Spieth. Now, nice pass down low to Howard. It goes reverse for 2. Great ball movement by the Bears there. 8 for Josh Howard.
6 assists for Spieth.
6-point Brown lead, 45-39. There's Adam Grant for Bryant. Dribbles baseline. Fired it down low. Pass deflected by Doherty into the hands of Zuzwa. Zuzwa gets it to Nudoba. Nudoba pull-up jumper from 15 is good. Kenan Udoba hits his first bucket of the game for Bryant. Pulls the Bulldogs back to within 4. 45-41 Brown. We're over a minute into the second half. Doherty gets it to Blackman. Down low they go to Howard. Howard, little jumper is good, and he gets fouled on the play by Towns.
Great footwork, hesitation move.
How good is this young man going to be over his 4-year career here at Brown?
Wow.
He's got great footwork for a freshman.
Great footwork. That wasn't really a total drop step. Was it step into the lane, created the contact, laid it in.
Josh misses the free throw. Spieth keeps the rebound alive, and he gets it on the left side. Takes it baseline. Cross-court pass to Blackman in the corner. Okoli for 3. It's an air ball, and the rebound on the weak side to Castier. Back the other way. Here's a long 3 on the way. No good for Zuzwa. Rebound Okoli. The outlet to Blackman. Blackman tried to bounce a pass down low to Howard. They're going to call a kick ball on Bryant. And the Bears will get it back. 47-41, Brown by 6. 18-26 to go, second half. Blackman to toss it in from underneath. Oh, they had Okoli open underneath. I'll try it again here. They get it in up top to Spieth. Spieth to Blackman on the right wing in front of the Bears bench. Up top to Stevens. Swing it left to Doherty. Doherty, right side to Tavon. Down low on the baseline. Okoli, cross-court pass to Corey for 3, and it is good.
Give Obi that assist, and Corey drains it with the hand in his face. Didn't matter.
Doherty with 9 points, and that is a season high for Corey. It is 50-41. The Bears up by 9. Back the other way, losing it out of bounds is Nudoba. And they say it was touched last by Corey Doherty. Petway's going to come back off the bench with his 3 fouls, replacing Sebastian Towns in the Bryant lineup. Nudoba to toss it in from underneath. Gets it in the corner to Grant for 3. Short. Offensive rebound, Nudoba. He gets it to Zuzwa, and Zuzwa gets blocked on his way in by Josh Howard. Second foul on Josh, first on the Bears in the second half.
Josh didn't get there, still sliding.
Nazare Zuzwa will go to the free throw line to shoot 2 for the Bulldogs. Zuzwa 3 for 3 from the line tonight. Zuzwa with 14 points in the first half of this game to lead all scorers. And he knocks down his first free throw attempt here in the second half.
Of course, Scott, I said they got to hold him to 15 or less, so he's got to miss this foul shot pretty much, or one of my keys to the game is out the window. Well, there you go.
Better luck next time, Russ.
I thought I was a lot smarter than I am.
50-43, the Bears lead is 7. Spieth up top to Howard, swing it right to Obiakoli. Down low to Spieth, posting up. Steven, nice crafty move, missed the shot, gets his own rebound, keeps it alive, but Howard couldn't control it. And here comes Zuzwa back the other way. Zuzwa takes it in on Doherty, and Doherty with some good defense is going to get called for the foul, but he prevented Zuzwa from getting an easy layup. Second foul on Corey, second on the Bears. Zuzwa right back to the free throw line where he just hit 2 a moment ago. Nesre gets the ball for his first free throw. It's on the way, and it is good. One more free throw for Nesre Zuzwa. And that one is also good. He has 18. Browns lead is 5, 50-45 with 17:27 to go in the second half. Here's Howard with the basketball. Hands it off to Okoli up top. Obi dribbles down the left side of the lane, loses the handle, had it stripped and stolen away. Zuzwa back the other way for Bryant. Passes on the left side to Adam Grant. Pull-up jumper from 14 is good. 12 for Adam Grant. And the Bulldogs on a 6-0 run back to within 3, 50-47 Brown. Okoli, right side to Blackman. Tavon, bounce pass to Howard. Howard had it stripped and stolen away by Petway, picked up off the floor by Costier. Now Nudoba back the other way for Bryant. Nudoba dribbles left, passes up top. Costier left alone for 3, in and out, rebound Spieth. Now Blackman back the other way for the Bears. Tavon will dribble it up top. Pass it right side to Steven Spieth, up top to Howard. Swing it left side to Obiakoli. Okoli, bounce pass down low to Spieth, and Spieth is being held by Costier, who picks up his second foul. Third team foul on the Bears. Bears will toss it in from underneath their own bucket. That foul on Costier is his second. Third team foul on Bryant in the second half. Blackman to throw it in from underneath. Gets it in down low to Spieth, and we're going to get a holding foul again on Bryant. This one's going to be called on Hunter Ware, his third, Bryant's fourth. Blackman will toss it in again from underneath the Brown bucket. Gets it into Doherty. Doherty on the right side, up top to Tavon. Blackman dribbles right, now back up top. Finds Okoli. Obi dribble penetration, scoop to the hoop is good.
With the right hand that time, off the glass.
6 for Obi, 5-point Brown lead, 52-47, 16 minutes and 11 seconds to go, second half. Down low, Petway sealed off Howard and gets the easy 2. 4 points for Marcel Petway, 52-49, Browns lead down to 3 again. Okoli with the basketball on the right, dribbles to the right corner. Passes it up top to Spieth, thought about the 3 right of the key, fires down low to Howard, one bounce goes to his left, up, no good, rebound Petway.
He shot it with his left hand because the Bryant defender had his right hand in his grasp.
Now Zuzwa with the basketball, dribbles left side, foul line extended, fires it to a cutting teammate, and Blackman strips it away from Costier. Tavon back the other way. Gets fouled by Zuzwa, who picks up his first personal, and that brings us to a timeout on the floor. 15:32 to go, second half. Brown 52, Bryant 49. From Learfield, this is Brown Bears basketball. Bryant 3 of 6, Brown 4 of 8 from the field.
Scott, Zuzwa has 18.
Zuzwa has 18, yes.
He's a force.
Bears get it into Travis Fuller. Fuller gets it to Doherty on the left. Corey finds Spieth popping out top, right side pass to Tavon Blackman. Up top to Travis. Travis bounces it once, gets it in the high post to Spieth. Pass it left side to Doherty. Doherty dribbles to the baseline, lost it out of bounds, and it is going to be Brown ball underneath. 14 seconds on the shot clock for the Bears. Tavon will toss it in from underneath the Brown basket. Blackman gets it in up top to Hobby for three, and it's no good, and the rebound to Bosco Castille. Back the other way, catch and shoot three for Zuzwa, no good. Rebound, Grant goes up for it and gets fouled. The foul is going to be called on J.R. Hobby, his second, Brown's third team foul of the half. And Adam Grant will shoot two for the Bryant Bulldogs. Grant tonight, 2 for 3 from the free throw line, a 71% free throw shooter coming into the game. And he knocks that one down. 13 points for Adam Grant. Well, it's clear Tim O'Shea has a very young and talented backcourt. Two very talented freshmen in Nudoba and Grant, and a very talented sophomore, their leading scorer, Zuzwa.
Sure.
So you've got to believe that over the next 2-3 years, they'll be a force in the Northeast Conference. 52-51, it is a 1-point Brown lead. We're under 15 minutes to go in the second half. Spieth gets it up top to J.R. Hobby, swing it right to Brandon Anderson. Anderson bounce it down low to Fuller. Fuller backing his way down on Petway, now picks up his dribble, and he has it stripped and stolen away by Petway. Here comes Zuzwa back the other way. Zuzwa takes it in on Spieth, puts it up and in, and they're going to call a foul on Stephen Spieth.
Well, Spieth was backpedaling.
And that's the third foul on Spieth. And now Zuzwa, who has just given Bryant the lead, will try to put the Bulldogs up by 2 with 14:40 to go.
He got some arm.
And Bryant, with its first lead of the game, now leads by 2 in this one. It is 54-52 Bulldogs, 14:35 to play here in the second half. Anderson beats his man to the bucket and lays it in for 2.
Absolutely no weak side help by Bryant, but Anderson with a quick move right down the lane, laid it in.
First bucket for Brandon Anderson ties the game up at 54. 14 minutes, 17 seconds to go. Down low, Petway posting up. Gets called for steps. And Bryant turns it over for the 9th time tonight. Bears have turned it over 10 times. Brown with a chance to regain the lead. Spieth left alone for 3. He'll take it short, and the rebound pulled down by the Bulldogs. Good look there for Steven. Here's Zuzwa back the other way. Dribbles baseline, loses it out of bounds, and the Bears will get it after another Bryant turnover. (54-54), we're all tied up. Under 14 minutes to go in regulation. Here's Brandon Anderson. Anderson gets it in the corner to Hobby. Back to Anderson on the left, up top to Stephen Spieth. Spieth to Anderson on the left. They get it in the mid post to Fuller. Cross-court pass to Tavon on the right. Blackman gets it out top to Brandon. Back to Tavon Blackman. 8 on the shot clock. Blackman takes it baseline. Nice dish to Spieth, who pumps, goes up in traffic, missed it. Tip in by Travis Fuller. 9 for Travis tonight. And the Bears regain the lead. It's 56-54 Brown, 13:20 to go. Petway has it top of the key, holds it, passes it left to Nudoba. Nudoba takes it baseline by Hobby, goes up and in, and is fouled by Brandon Anderson. Anderson's second foul of the game. It is Brown's 5th team foul of the second half. And now Nudoba has a chance to put Bryant back on top by 1 if he can make this free throw. Nudoba, a 75% free throw shooter on the year for the Bulldogs. And he makes that one. All 5 of Nudoba's points here in the second half. Bryant 57, Brown 56. Here's Spieth, and he is fouled by Adam Grant as he takes it to the bucket from the right wing. Grant picks up his first. That is Bryant's 16th foul. Bears will toss it in from underneath their own bucket. Blackman will throw it in. Blackman gets it in to Hobby. Hobby thought about the long 3, instead finds Brandon Anderson, who dribbles left. Pass it up top to Spieth, back to Anderson on the left for 3. No good. Rebound controlled by Petway. Bryant with the ball, leading by 1. They fire it down low, but turn it over. And here comes Brandon Anderson back the other way. Takes it right through two Bulldogs to the bucket for two.
How fast is he? And under control. Didn't lose the handle and laid it in.
Anderson gives the Bears the lead again. It is 58-57 Brown. And there's a steal by Hobby. Tips it ahead to Spieth. Spieth, one man to beat. It's Petway, and he lays it in for two.
Spieth tried to draw that foul, but Petway wouldn't bite.
8 for Steven Spieth, and it is a 3-point Brown lead, 60-57, 12:15 to go. Here's Grant with the basketball. Dribbles to the free throw line. Dipsy-doo misses the shot. Fuller with the rebound, tips it out to J.R. Hobby, and here comes Brandon Anderson. Anderson, cross-court pass to Spieth, up top to Hobby, top of the key, three for J.R., count it.
Pretty feed by Spieth. And JR hits it.
It just amazes me how teams cannot identify number 12 and where he is on the floor at all times.
I'll tell you who identifies him, Steven Spieth.
Yes.
He's got eyes for everybody, especially JR when he's open from three.
That is the 4th three of the game for J.R. Hobby, 4 for 6 from beyond the arc, and he gives the Bears a 6-point lead, 63-57. Tim O'Shea and the Bulldogs call a timeout. We'll take one, too, with 11:57 to go. It's Brown 63, Bryant 57 from Learfield. This is Brown Bears basketball. He's pressuring full court. He's going to chase at the top of the 1-3-1 zone. Bryant gets it left side to Zuzwa for three. It's no good. It goes out of bounds. Last touch by Fuller. It'll be Bryant basketball after we come back from this media timeout. 11:48 to go. Brown 63, Bryant 57 from Learfield. This is Brown Bears basketball. Bears come out of the timeout with Anderson, Doherty, Okoli, Fuller, and Spieth. Bryant to toss it in from underneath. Nudoba gets it in to Petway. Petway in the left corner, hands it back to Nudoba, up near midcourt to Grant. Grant in front of the scorer's table, guarded by Brandon Anderson. Dribbles left off the high ball screen. Now they pass it up top to Zuzwa. Zuzwa dribble penetration, takes it in, missed the shot. Rebound and putback is good for Castillo. And he now has 6. Bryant trails by 4, 63-59. That was the halftime lead for the Bears. Here's Spieth, top of the key, bounce it to Fuller in the mid-post. One dribble, turnaround shot from his left, no good. And they're going to call a foul on Castillo, his 3rd. It is Bryant's 7th team foul. And the Bryant fans that made their way here to the pits did not like that call.
In unison. They got into that.
Travis Fuller will shoot 2. Travis, 61% on the season from the stripe, but he's 2 for 2 from the line tonight after that make. Travis with 10 in the ball game. One more free throw for Travis. And that one's good. 11 points and 5 rebounds thus far for Travis Fuller. Brown 65, Bryant 59. 11 minutes, 10 seconds to go. Here's Grant, gets it up top to Nudoba, back to Grant, right of the key. Dribbles once to his left, fires the 3, off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound, Brandon Anderson. Anderson quicks it up the floor for the Bears, goes right by his man to the hoop, and lays it in for 2.
How fast did he blow by Grant? Oh my gosh.
Just incredible.
He put the afterburners on at half court like the Jets went, Scott. Yow!
Number 11, Chris Sullivan returns for the Bears.
Chris Sullivan checks into the Brown lineup, giving Corey Doherty a rest.
All of a sudden, the Bears up 8.
67-59, Brown by 8. Now Sullivan working the top of that 1-3-1. Here's Grant, right of the key, pass it left of the key to Nudoba. In the corner they go, Zuzwa for 3, no good, and they're gonna call Obi for going over the back. Okoli's first foul, Brown's 6th team foul.
His first, the team's 6th.
Nudoba will throw it in from underneath the Bryant bucket. Gets it in the corner to Adam Grant. Now they go out to Zuzwa. Zuzwa dribbles it between the circles, passes it up on the left to Nudoba, gets it up top again, dribbles right, pass it up top to Castillo. Now they get it in the paint, and they're going to say that Sebastian Towns was fouled on the play. This one's going to be called on Travis Fuller, his second. Brown 17 fouls, so 1-1 coming up for Sebastian Towns of Bryant.
Howard returns to the Bears, replacing number 1 Travis Fuller. Number 54 Sebastian Towns at the line, shooting 1-1.
Sebastian Towns tonight, 3 for 4 from the free throw line. All 7 of his points coming in the first half of this game, and he hits the front end of the 1-1, give him 8. One more free throw for Sebastian Towns. And that one's off the back of the rim, no good, and the rebound comes out long to Chris Sullivan. 67-60, Brown by 7, 10:20 to go in the second half. Bryant in the 2-3 zone again. Here's Spieth, top of the key. Spieth dribbles to the free throw line, turnaround jumper from the left elbow, no good. Offensive rebound, no. They say over the back for Obiakoli, so his second foul. The Bears' 8th team foul.
A little nudge. A little push underneath Scott at the waist. Got Obi that foul.
Number 3, Flashback, shooting 1-1.
So now 1-1 down the other end for Boshko Kostier. 4 for 7 on the season from the line. Make it 5 for 8 after he knocks that one down. One more free throw for Kostier. And that one is also good. 8 points for Kostier. 67-62. Brown's lead is 5 as we approach the midpoint of the second half. 10 minutes to go in regulation. Here's Sullivan with the basketball for the Bears. Up top to Obiakoli. Now they find Spieth top of the key. Whip it left to Brandon Anderson. Takes it baseline, shut off. In the paint, finds Howard. Howard goes up and in for 2.
They should give Anderson an assist on it. It's not going to, because Josh dribbled it once, but he found them. Threaded the needle.
6 points for Josh Howard in the second half, 12 for the game. And the Bears up. Here's a steal by Brandon Anderson.
Look at this.
Anderson back the other way, tried to take it behind the back, but it was stripped away by Nudoba. Back the other way, Adam Grant gets it back off the feed from Kostier and lays it in for 2. 16 for Grant, 69-64. Brown's lead is 5. Here's Sullivan on the right side of the floor. Sullivan cross-court pass to Anderson on the left. Spieth gets it top of the key. Back to Anderson on the left wing. Anderson up top to Sullivan. Back to Anderson on the left. Bounce it down low to Spieth. Spieth double teamed, has it stripped and stolen away by Zuzwa. Back the other way, Adam Grant with it. Takes it to the hoop, and he gets called for the charge. Chris Sullivan draws it.
Giving up his body. Established position. Bears need more of that. Chris took the charge.
Second foul on Grant, 8th team foul on Bryant here in the second half. Credit Chris Sullivan for drawing that charge.
You know, Morgan State, JR took a charge. Spieth took a charge. Tonight, Chris Sullivan.
(69-64). The Bears by 5 of the basketball. We're under 9 minutes to go in the second half. Hobby, right side 3. It's good.
In front of the bench, fading away. A 24-foot fadeaway.
That is the 5th Hobby 3 of the night. He has 15. Give the assist to Chris Sullivan, and the Bears lead by 8, 72-64. 8.5 minutes to go. Here's Nadoba. Right side to Grant. In the corner to Zuzwa for 3. It is good, and he is fouled. Tavon Blackman picks up his second personal, 9th team foul on the Bears in the second half, and a rare chance at a 4-point play for Nezre Zuzwa of Bryant. Zuzwa with 24 points tonight. That's 2 above his season average. Give him 25 as he knocks down the free throw. He's a perfect 9 for 9 from the stripe tonight. 72-68, Browns lead down to 4. 8 minutes, 18 seconds to play. Nice bounce pass from Spieth, but it's stolen away by Towns. Back the other way, Grant takes it in and lays it in for 2. 18 for Adam Grant. And it is a 2-point Brown lead, 72-70. We go under 8 minutes to play. Hobby on the right side, one bounce. Now gets it in the high post to Howard, and a reach-in foul is called on Castillo, his 4th, and Bryant's 9th team foul. Josh Howard will shoot 1-1 for the Bears when we come back from this timeout. 7:53 to go. It is Brown 72 and Bryant 70 from Learfield. This is Brown Bears basketball. Check your favorite Brown athletic team's social media websites for more details tomorrow. Hashtag Brown gives back and Bruno gives back. To the free throw line, Josh Howard to shoot 1-1 for the Bears. First one on the way is good. Josh 1 for 2 from the free throw line tonight. Howard now with 13 points. Make it 14 as he hits them both. 74-70, Brown's lead is 4. 7:50 to go in regulation. Here's Adam Grant, guarded by Tavon Blackman. Dribbles the ball up top, now dribbles left off the Sebastian Town screen. Gives it up to Zuzwa in front of the Bryant bench. Coley harassing him defensively. Picked up by Spieth on the switch. Get it to Adam Grant, dribble penetration in the paint. Grant goes up and under Hobby and in for 2.
Talk about under control.
It's a 2-man wrecking crew, Zuzwa and Grant for Bryant. 74-72. Bears lead is down to 2 again. Hobby gets it up top to Spieth. Spieth in the mid-post area to Howard. Howard, couple of bounces, goes up in traffic, and he misses the shot, falls off the front of the rim. Rebound pulled down by Castillo.
Good look.
Now Adam Grant, guarded by Coley, loses the handle out of bounds, poked out by Obi. It'll be Bryant ball from the side. Udoba quickly off the bench will replace Hunter Ware for the Bulldogs. Adam Grant will toss it in from in front of the Bryant bench. Tavon Blackman will guard him. Grant gets it into Udoba. Udoba guarded by Hobby, gives it up on the right to Zuzwa. Zuzwa guarded by Coley, takes it to the basket, and that should be a charge. It is. Great help defense by Josh Howard.
And they got to take that basket away as well. No basket. Howard giving himself up. Chris Sullivan, now Josh Howard.
Zuzwa picks up his 3rd foul. It is the 10th team foul on Bryant, but because it's a charge, no free throws for the Bears. They get the ball back up by 2, 74-72. Hobby gets it to Coley, left of the key, finds Spieth at the free throw line. Pull-up jumper from 10 is good for Steven.
Steven measured his opportunities, decided to take a 10-foot jumper.
10 points, 7 assists, 5 rebounds for Spieth. 4-point Brown lead, 76-72. Here's a long jumper for Towns, no good. Rebounded by Coley. Probably not the shot that Tim O'Shea wanted his team to take. Nice no-look pass for Blackman to Howard, and the goaltend will count the bucket. 16 now for Josh Howard. Give the assist to Tavon. Great no-look bullet pass by Blackman to Josh Howard.
So Tavon had 6 assists at the half, Scott.
Well, you know, it's no coincidence Brown's been playing a better brand of basketball these past couple of games because Tavon's really picked up his game.
Absolutely. Providing senior leadership.
And taking it to the basket is Zuzwa, and they're going to get a Coley for a foul. That is Obi's 3rd, Brown's 10th. 2 free throws coming up for the Bulldogs. So both teams now in the double bonus for the remaining 6:09 of this game. Zuzwa a perfect 9 for 9 from the free throw line tonight. Bryant is 20 of 23 from the stripe.
Good job, Scott.
And Zuzwa misses the first one. Is that the broadcaster's jinx or
well,
what?
I thought that's what you were getting at. You said 7 for 7, 8 for 8, 9 for 9. Perfect at the stripe.
Second one on the way for Zuzwa is good. He has 26. 78-73, Brown by 5 as we get set to go under 6 minutes to play in regulation. Spieth bounce pass down low to Howard, who goes reverse for the lay-in.
Boy, Spieth and Tavon Blackman really can dish the ball.
Yeah, Brown's interior passing is as good as it gets. Here's a 3 by Castillo straight away, and the Australian knocks it down. And a timeout called by Tim O'Shea as Bryant pulls back to within 4. 80-76, Brown with 5:45 to play. This is a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it right here. Brown basketball brought to you by the Hotel Providence, the only four-diamond boutique hotel in Providence. Visit hotelprovidence.com to learn more about our Brown University visitor rates.
Is that Coach Sturr's first 3 of the year, Scott, I think?
It is. Yes, he was 0 for 1 coming into the game.
And Scott, how many assists does Stephen Spieth have and Tavon Blackman at this point?
So assist, Tavon Blackman has 8 and Stephen Spieth has 8.
Wow.
Pretty impressive. Bears have 23 assists on their 30 field goals tonight. 5:40 to go. Brown up by 4 with the basketball. Spieth right at the key, finds Blackman going to the hoop for an easy deuce. Good two-man game there between Spieth and Tavon Blackman. Tavon now with 7 points to go along with his 8 assists. Back the other way, top of the key 3, and another one for Castillo. He has 14. 10 of those 14 here in the second half. 82-79. Brown's lead is 3. Spieth, top of the key with the basketball. Left-hand dribble inside the lane. Gets it out top to Hobby for 3. Short rebound pulled down by Zuzwa. Zuzwa brings it back the other way for the Bulldogs. Dribbles to the left wing, guarded by Blackman. Now dribbles up top off the screen, picks up his dribble, looking for somewhere to go, and gets it left wing to Castillo. Down low on the baseline, they go to Petway. Petway finds Grant, lost a handle, stolen away by the Bears. Okole gets it to Spieth. Spieth dribbles to the baseline. He's double teamed and trapped, and he gets bumped and fouled by Nudoba. Third foul on Nudoba, and 2 free throws coming up for Stephen Spieth.
Scott, J.R. Hobby had the steal at the other end. Quick hands, got in there, knocked the ball away.
2 free throws coming up here for Stephen Spieth. First one is good. Spieth with 11 points tonight. Brandon Anderson will check back into the Brown lineup, replacing the aforementioned J.R. Hobby, who came up with that steal. One more free throw for Spieth, and that one is good. Dozen points for Stephen tonight, and the Bears up by 5, 84-79 with 4:43 to go. Kenna Nudoba with the basketball, gets it left side to Petway. Petway, left of the key, holds it. Looking for a teammate to give it to, gets it up top to Castillo. Right side pass goes to Zuzwa. Zuzwa, left-hand dribble, and pulls up for 3 and hits it. No, long two. Long 2 for Zuzwa. 84-81, Brown's lead is 3. Here's Blackman, takes it in the paint, has his shot blocked by Zuzwa, and here comes Nudoba and Bryant. Nudoba back the other way, bounce it right side. Grant, pump fake, pull up from 10. No good, short, long rebound comes out to Zuzwa. In the paint, Zuzwa floater off the back of the rim, no good. Spieth tips the rebound into the hands of Brandon Anderson. He gets fouled.
Come on, they got to call. And Bryant fans and Tim O'Shea, they want to travel.
I don't know what Tim's mad about there.
Oh, take his jacket off and everything. Wow, come on.
I think what he's mad about is Zuzwa just picked up his 4th. That's why I think probably more concerning to Tim O'Shea. But you're right, Brandon Anderson was getting manhandled. They probably could have blown the whistle before they did. And now Brandon Anderson to shoot 2 for the Bears. Anderson on the season, shooting 92% from the line, and he misses that one. His first trip to the line tonight. Chris Sullivan replaces Tavon Blackman. And Travis Fuller replaces Josh Howard in the Brown lineup. With 4:01 to play, and the Bears up by 3. Anderson looking to make it a 4-point lead if he can hit the second of his 2 free throws. Brandon bounces it 3 times, and he lets it fly, and he makes it. 7 points for Brandon, all 7 here in the second half. Brown 85, Bryant 81. We're under 4 minutes to play. Bears with that 1-3-1 press drop back into the 1-3-1 zone defense. Nudoba gets it near midcourt to Adam Grant. Grant fires it down low to Petway on the baseline. Down low, the Bears commit a foul as Castillo was going to have himself an easy layup, but Stephen Spieth didn't want to give it to him. That is Stephen's 4th foul, and that brings us to a timeout on the floor with 3:44 to play. It is Brown 85 and Bryant 81 from Learfield. This is Brown Bears basketball. Brown's star player Stephen Spieth and Bryant's star player Zuzwa, each with 4 fouls. As play resumes, Boško Kastir goes to the free throw line to shoot 2. Kastir himself with 4 fouls for the Bulldogs. And the first free throw on the way is good. Kastir averaged just 1.2 points per game coming into this one. He has 15 points tonight. His second free throw on the way, and that one is also good. Give him 16. And it is a 2-point Brown lead, 85-83. 3 minutes, 40 seconds to play. Blackman with the basketball, dribbles the ball up top, passes it right to J.R. Hobby. Hobby dribbles to the top of the key, now passes left of the key to Okoli. Left side pass to Tavon Blackman. Cross court on the right to Hobby, nearly stolen, but Hobby gets it back to Tavon. They find Spieth in the middle, takes it to the hoop, puts it up with the left hand and in for 2. Spieth with 14, Brown by 4, 87-83, 3:15 to play. Here's Adam Grant for Bryant, guarded by Tavon Blackman. Grant trying to set up the high ball screen by Kastir. Now Kastir rolls to the bucket. Pass it left side to Nudoba. Nudoba keeps his dribble, now picks it up and hands it there to Zuzwa. Long 3 over Okoli, short. Long rebound to Tavon Blackman. Blackman dribbles up the left side of the floor, has Hobby behind him. Now he gives it up to Spieth. Spieth dribbles down in the paint, lays it up with the right hand and in for 2, and Mike Martin calls a timeout. And the Bears have extended their lead to 6. It's 89-83 Brown with 2:47 to play.
Scott, he's improved his game so much in so many different areas, but one area is taking the ball to the basket.
I'm surprised Petway didn't try to get in front of him and stop his drive, but I think Petway knew if he left his man, the Spieth was going to find him for a layup. So it's kind of pick your poison with Steven Spieth.
Or Spieth would plant and fade to the right, lay it in and get fouled. Pick your poison, Scott. Good point.
We've talked about it a few times already this season, but Spieth is a definite threat for a triple-double. Tonight, 16 points, 9 assists, 5 rebounds.
Every game. In every game he's doing it.
And that man right there you see on your screen, Tavon Blackman, really has turned up his game these past few games, and that is a large reason why this Brown basketball team is starting to play a better brand of basketball these past couple of games. Blackman tonight with 8 assists to go along with his 7 points. Here's a left side 3 for Kastir, no good. Rebound Obi Okoli, and now the Bears have the ball up 6.
Fuller bothered that last shot. He got out on Kastir, got a hand in his face.
Bears going to try to run some offense and a little clock here, up by 6. Anderson gets it in the high post to Spieth. Spieth had it stripped away, picked up by Fuller, fires it to Anderson, right side to Blackman. Splits 2 defenders, puts up the scoop shot, no good, falls off the rim, rebounded by the Bulldogs.
It was so soft, I thought it was in.
Doba back the other way. Gets it up top to Petway, swing it left side. Grant's going to try the 3. It's too strong. Rebound goes out of bounds. Last touch by Anderson. No, last touch by the Bulldogs. It'll be Brown basketball. Now with 1:58 to go, J.R. Hobby and Josh Howard will check into the Brown lineup. Brandon Anderson checks out for the Bears, along with Travis Fuller.
Some offense checking in at this point with 1:58 left.
And do we have a... Oh, they're going to check the monitor to see who this ball indeed went out of bounds off of. Was it off of Bryant or was it off of the Bears? The officials are going over to the monitor to take a look at this one. 1:58 to play in regulation. Brown 89 and Bryant 83. After this one, the Bears will be right back at it here 2 nights from tonight on Wednesday when they play host to St. Francis of Brooklyn. Take a look at the replay, and I'm not sure. I thought maybe Anderson touched it last when it was live. From that, I can't tell. And they're giving it to Bryant. They're going to say it was off of Brandon. So Bryant will toss it in from underneath. Nudoba will throw it in. He gets it into Petway left side. Petway looking to hand it to Nudoba. Now finally gets it to him in front of Tim O'Shea. He takes it to the baseline through reverse for the easy land. No help defense for the Bears there. Coley let him go right by him. 7 for Nudoba. And the Bears lead is 89-85. Anderson gets it across the timeline to Blackman. Back to Brandon Anderson. Anderson between the circles up top. Backs it out near midcourt on the dribble. Minute and a half to go in this game. Bears up by 4. Anderson. Bounce pass to Spieth is stolen away. Nudoba brings it back the other way for Bryant. Gets it to Grant. Grant dribbles at the top of the key. Passes it right side to Castier. Fire it up top to Zuzwa. Zuzwa guarded by Coley. Takes it in. Bounce pass to Petway, who puts it up no good. And Marcel is fouled and will go to the free throw line.
Brown has 2 timeouts left. Bryant 1.
Josh Howard picks up his 3rd foul. Bears over the limit. 2 shots for Marcel Petway, who has not attempted a free throw this season. Petway gets the ball for his first of 2. It's on the way, and it is no good. J.R. Hobby checks in for Brandon Anderson into the Brown lineup as Petway gets the ball for his 2nd free throw. If he makes this one, he can make it a 1-possession game. Petway bends the knees, lets it go. Off the back of the rim, no good. Rebound tipped out long and controlled by Nudoba. Bryant gets it to Zuzwa for 3. No good, in and out. Rebound, Josh Howard fights for it. Petway comes down with it. He goes up and lays it in for 2. 2nd and 3rd chances hold the Bulldogs to within 2. It's 89-87 Brown. We're under a minute to go. Coley gets it in the front court to Spieth. Nearly stolen away by Petway. Knocked out of bounds. It'll be Brown ball from the side. With 51.8 seconds to go, there's 23 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Spieth will toss it in from the side right at midcourt, and now Mike Martin wants a timeout. We'll keep it right here.
Well, Mike's got the perfect opportunity here to go 2 for 1, Scott, at least. Of course, if he gets the score with this possession, changes things around a little bit. But
Bears would love to get a score here,
yeah.
And if they can't get the ball in the basket, they'd like to get to the free throw line and score that way.
Yep.
What you don't want is a turnover or a missed bucket and a rebound by Bryant.
A lot of points on the board, 89-87 inside the last minute here at the Pizzatola Center. I think the ref said you have 10 seconds in the backcourt because of the timeout.
So the Bears have 1 timeout remaining. Bryant has 1 timeout remaining. Spieth will throw it in from just behind the midcourt stripe. He'll get it in the backcourt to Tavon Blackman.
Bryant and man-to-man.
Blackman will bring it back across the timeline into the forecourt. Passes left side to Spieth. Spieth guarded by Grant, gets it up top to Howard. Howard swings it right to Coley. Coley dribbles it once, now gets it up top to Howard, swing it left to Blackman. 8 on the shot clock. Tavon dribbles left, takes it in the paint, now dribbles it back out 3. 2 on the shot clock. He pulls up. The jumper is in and out, and the rebound pulled down by Grant. 25 seconds to go. Bryant down by 2 with the basketball, and Tim O'Shea calls a timeout with 22.9 to play in regulation.
That's his last timeout. Full timeout.
A full timeout, but we'll keep it right here with 22.9 seconds to go. So Bryant with a chance to tie or take the lead. The shot clock is off. Brown leads it by 2, 89-87.
Scott, at a situation like this, you're at the end of the game, you're Tim O'Shea. Can you overcoach, or you set a play up, you try to do this and the other thing, or you just to get the ball to Zuzwa or Grant?
Yeah.
And say, clear out his side, let him do their thing. Grant is really shifty.
Yeah, I would say you're right. Option B sounds more appealing to me. You could design a play and draw up maybe your best play that you practice, that you think you can execute well, but by the same token, if you're Tim O'Shea, you can't really go wrong if you put the ball in the hands of Adam Grant or Nezre Zuzwa and say, do your thing.
Either one. In other words, he could stand over there in that huddle and say, all right, boys, here's my play. Get the ball to Zuzwa, get the hell out of his way, right? Go on the other side. Everybody go stand in the corner. Really? And Grant, too.
But you know what? That's good coaching.
Yeah, well, you can overcoach.
That's right.
Got to set this up and that up and everything. I know
Knowing your team.
Glenn Miller, when he was here, had some success at the end of games with game-winning plays. He said, how smart you got to be. Give the ball to Jason to get the hell out of his way.
Yep. Adam Grant will throw it in from the side. The Bears are not defending the inbound pass. Grant looking for somewhere to go, gets it into Zuzua. Back to Adam Grant. Grant guarded by Brandon Anderson. 19 seconds to go, gives it up to Zuzua. Okoli on him. They're clearing the floor for Zuzua. Zuzua steps back, takes a long rainbow three and hits it. 10 seconds to go. Here comes Tavon Blackman. Blackman behind the back. Dribbles down the right side of the lane, beats his man to the bucket and scores with 3.8 seconds left.
Look at this, you're not going to get a shot off.
Nudoba
No shot off.
won't get a shot off, and the Bears win it.
Tavon Blackman right in front of us. Look out, Scott. Don't get hurt. Don't get hurt.
Tavon Blackman gets
play.
mobbed by his teammates
What a play by Tavon.
as he hits the game-winning bucket with 3.8 seconds to go. Bryant could not get off a shot before the buzzer, and the Bears win this one 91-90. You want to talk about good coaching, too? Sometimes you're better off to not call a timeout there. Mike Martin said, let him play. Don't let the defense get set up. And Tavon Blackman rewarded his coach by taking it to the bucket. He just beat Nudoba off the dribble and laid it in for two.
Well, Tavon looked up, and Mike was saying, just go. He had a timeout to burn. He didn't use it. He knew that Tavon could get it done.
91-90. The Bears win it tonight.